If you had to choose where to build your future, Qatar, Dubai, or New York, would you survive the system? Because each model of wealth comes with a price, and not everyone is built for it. Qatar, Dubai, and New York represent three completely different economic strategies. From state-controlled energy power and sovereign wealth funds, to tax-free global capital hubs and raw Wall Street capitalism, these cities show how the modern world really gets rich. In this episode, I break down Qatar's gas-driven geopolitical leverage, Dubai's zero-income tax growth model, New York's high-pressure financial engine, risk versus stability versus opportunity, the real cost of living inside each system. This is not travel content. This is economic reality. Qatar offers protection through centralized control. Dubai offers visibility and access to capital. New York offers unlimited upside, but zero guarantees. Free cities, free systems. One question: where would you build your future? Subscribe if you want to understand how global cities build power and what it actually costs to live inside their model. Because skylines look impressive, but systems decide who wins. Qatar, Dubai, New York. At first glance, the only thing they seem to have in common is the word luxury. But if you dig a little deeper, we see three completely different strategies for achieving greatness. Dubai is building the future from glass and steel in the middle of the desert. Qatar is quietly buying up the world, investing its oil wealth in art and sports. And New York is the old school, an empire that runs not just on money, but on the energy of millions of people. In this video, we'll break down where the true power of each one really lies. Dubai shouts about its power with skyscrapers. New York overwhelms you with its scale and history. But Qatar just smiles quietly and keeps buying up. London and Paris, three cities that rule the world in completely different ways. How do they do it? And where is the most dangerous kind of power hidden? Let's find out. Let's go. Three models of wealth: Qatar, Dubai, New York. Three cities, three completely different ways to build wealth. One controls energy, one sells a dream, one monetizes ambition. But here's the real question. If you had to choose one system to live in, which one would you survive? Today, Qatar, Dubai, New York. Three economic models, three realities. Let's start with the smallest one. Qatar, concentrated power. Qatar is tiny, fewer than 3 million people, but it controls one of the largest natural gas reserves on the planet. This is not loud wealth. This is silent leverage. Through the Qatar Investment Authority, the country owns pieces of global assets, from London, real estate to international corporations. They don't build noise. They build influence. Per capita income, among the highest in the world. Taxes, almost non-existent for citizens. State benefits, generous. But here's the structure. This system works because wealth is concentrated, centralized, and strategically deployed. Energy equals geopolitical weight. When Europe needed gas, Qatar had leverage. When global markets shifted, Qatar had liquidity. It's not capitalism in the American sense. It's state-managed power. But there's a catch. Most of the workforce is foreign. Most of the population is temporary. Most of the system is controlled from the top. Security is high. Freedom? Structured. Qatar proves one thing. If you control resources, you don't need population. You need strategy. But what if instead of controlling energy, you decided to sell aspiration? Dubai, spectacle capital. Dubai doesn't sell gas. Dubai sells visibility. Skyscrapers. Islands shaped like palm trees. Luxury cars everywhere. This city understands modern psychology. Capital flows where attention goes. Dubai built itself as a brand. Zero income tax. Fast company registration. Golden visas. Real estate playground for global investors. It turned itself into a safe zone for capital. But here's the difference from Qatar. Qatar concentrates power quietly. Dubai amplifies wealth loudly. This is performative capitalism. Everything is designed to be seen. Even success here is aesthetic. But spectacle has risks. The economy depends on confidence, on capital inflow, on global liquidity. If money keeps coming, Dubai shines. If liquidity tightens, pressure builds. It's a city built on momentum, high reward, high exposure. And then there's a city that doesn't rely on gas, doesn't rely on branding. It relies on something much more aggressive. Competition. New York, monetized ambition. New York doesn't promise safety. It promises opportunity. Wall Street, global finance, media, tech, real estate. This city doesn't distribute wealth. It concentrates talent and lets the market decide. There are no guarantees here. You can make millions, or you can burn out. Taxes are high, rent is brutal, competition is constant. But here's what makes New York different. It doesn't protect you, it tests you. The system is raw capitalism. If you win big. If you lose, no one softens the fall. Unlike Qatar's centralized power, unlike Dubai's controlled spectacle, New York runs on individual ambition, and ambition is unpredictable. What to choose? Choosing between Qatar, Dubai, and New York is choosing between three fundamentally different models for the future. Each of these cities has its own hidden strength that will determine its economic reality and prospects in 2026. Qatar, Doha, a luxury economy without ostentatious glamour. Qatar's hidden strength lies in its long-term stability and focus on its own, while Dubai is being built as a global hub for everyone. Qatar is a boutique state focused on quality and cultural preservation. It is a place for those seeking comfort, the highest level of security, and participation in large-scale projects in energy and education. Living in Doha is about 7% cheaper than in Dubai, making it a more balanced choice for long-term planning. Dubai's hidden strength lies in its incredible speed of adaptation. The city has already surpassed New York in a number of rankings as the most attractive place for the global elite, a paradise for entrepreneurs, zero personal income tax, ease of starting a business, and a focus on AI and fintech. New York, old school and intellectual leadership. New York's hidden strength lies in its unbeatable concentration of talent. Despite competition from the East, it remains the global financial capital. Access to the most complex financial instruments and the world's largest venture capital market. This is a city for those who want to play in the big leagues of global influence. The tax burden and cost of living here remain among the highest in the world, causing some capital to flow to more flexible jurisdictions such as the UAE. Where to build your future? In Qatar, if you value privacy and exclusivity in a calm, secure environment. In Dubai, if your goal is to scale your business and take advantage of tax benefits. In the most technologically advanced environment possible. In New York, if you need access to global decision-making centers and are willing to pay a high price for the right to be at the epicenter of the Western world. Which of these values is your priority? Tax freedom, cultural stability, or global influence? To sum up, here's what I've realized. Qatar is like a quiet oligarch who decided everything a long time ago and is just watching. Dubai gives you wealth thanks to its fame. New York gives you opportunities thanks to competition. The truth is that money is different everywhere. In some places, it gives you freedom, and in others, only an illusion. And when you find yourself in these cities, you begin to appreciate the simple things more. Silence, time for yourself, the opportunity to be with those you love. So here we are at the end. Free systems. One question: do you want stability? Do you want image? Or do you want competition? Because every model has its price. In Qatar, control is centralized. In Dubai, perception is everything. In New York, the pressure never stops. There is no such thing as a perfect system. There is only one that matches your risk tolerance. So tell me in the comments, where would you build your future? In Qatar, Dubai, or New York? And more importantly, would you rather be protected, exposed, or tested? Subscribe if you want to understand how cities really create power. Because horizons are impressive, but systems decide who wins. Thank you for watching to the end. Like and subscribe to the channel. I would be very grateful.